engine!
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to a practice session for iRacing in 2019. This is Season 3, Week 12, and I'm Michael. Glad to have you here if you're watching or watching later. And tonight, going to do a quick practice session, and then ultimately in another video, the race following this, probably in about 15 minutes for the IRX at Phoenix International Raceway. Believe the load quick time here is in the 36s, and this is a fixed setup race, so not a lot of options. I typically run this car with the anti-stall clutch, and so I'm gonna run a few quick practice laps here and hopefully get down into the 30s. Shooting for the 37s, really. And once we get a few laps down, I will close out this session after about 10 minutes or so. And we'll get over to the race and see how that goes. So let's practice. Alright, so here we go. Just head right on out here. Taking it easy on the outlap. Trying not to overdo it. That's one of the things with these cars, as I've stated in other videos, is just don't try to overdrive it. You know. So this Phoenix is probably one of my favorite IRX tracks. It's certainly the one that I've spent the most time on. And I just like it in general. Phoenix, as a general rule for like NASCAR and even the MX-5 series when it runs here, I basically
42.096.
I basically hate this track. But for IRX, they came out with a really fun, nice little track, and I really like the flow of it, and it seems to work pretty well. So. Not to mention the fact that I do fairly well on it. So I'm going to actually call it out this time around. So here we go. Full throttle. Watching out for the little bumpers. Oops. Get it up to 6th gear. And then start to feather your throttle and get it down hard onto 3rd gear here. You really want to try to take that wide. Don't overdo it here. It's actually a very bad thing. Feather the throttle up over your jump. Don't necessarily try to do it super fast. Come into this with a little stab. And then really take this kind of slower than you would imagine. Mainly you don't want to just go sliding off into where the Joker comes into the track. And that will definitely help you. Alright, let's see if we can do that a little bit better. Like I said, you want to
40.8
feather the throttle, start braking really hard, stay out here, get it down to 3rd, and get in the turn. Don't get too much throttle right here. Let's stay in, and then bring it in close to the thing so you don't go too wide on the jump, or you'll hit those things. And going around here, we can stay in 2nd. Generally want to keep your revs about midway, not too high. You don't want to get too much wheel spin. You're trying to get as much grip as possible.
Go to the top.
And so we're going to do it again.
41.09.
So brake really hard down to 3rd and keep it nice and tight. Full on the throttle here. Let go of the throttle. Keep it in nice and close. Snap it back to the left, get the jump. Try to keep that nice and straight if you can. Come around here and start slowing down. You really don't have to take it with a lot of speed. And then 3rd, mid throttle, upshift about halfway, keeping your grip. Not too much spin, keeping it in tight. Full blast. See, we're doing a 40 now. That's not great.
39.614.
That's a 39. Okay, keeping it tight, keeping it tight, keeping it tight. Snapping it back. There we go, straight across. Alright, easy into here. Down slow, down shift, keeping it tight, keeping it tight. Let it slide just a little. Upshift 5th. That's about a second faster.
38.654.
Alright, so it really is, like I said, the key to keep this nice and tight. Coming in close here. Whoa, that was really close. Yeah, a lot of people will slide completely to the outside here. You can see that guy is on the outside of me. Well, I guess you can't see him because you don't have triple monitors. But yeah, he was right to the outside of me, did kind of a tandem drift.
39.331.
Yeah, mainly you want to be able to get right back on the throttle with this thing. Yeah, that's definitely not the way to go.
Go left.
Yeah, if you get too wide on the jump with this one, you will definitely end up out on that side over there, and you will hit the little blue barriers, and that will pretty much end your race. I can guarantee it. You want to be really careful going with the jumps. Now let's see if we can't.
39.518.
All right, so this time, go ahead and keep it real tight. Not too much acceleration around here. Snap it back, stay in 4th. Ooh, not good. There we go. Caught that. All right, we're gonna snap it back, let it slide. So far we got a 38.5. That's not too bad.
39.205.
Yes, you are a genius.
Left side. Clear on the left.
That was actually a well executed drift around turn 1 for him, but other than that. And we caught it.
You're going the wrong
Well,
way.
duh. I'm sure he wasn't happy about that. Alright, let's see if we can't get a good run in turn 1.
53.354. Car stopped on the left.
Well, that was the most amazing miss I've ever seen. Alright,
Clear.
so let's stop here for a second. Let's look at that fast lap now that I've gotten a little bashed up. And we've only got about 4 minutes anyway. So my fast lap here was a 38.6. And we're gonna go back here. And I'm going to do the regular chase. So let's go through here. So pretty want to let off the throttle, starting to brake wide here, staying to the left, coming on down, getting into 3rd, keeping it nice and tight, getting back on the throttle for this little complex through here, staying in tight, flicking it to the left, trying not to go too far to the right, keeping it over the jump, coming in, slowing down, getting to 3rd gear, really, really tight through here, as tight as you can. And then back on the throttle. So basically, any improvement that can be made on that will get you into the low territory. Like I said, low 36s is ideal. But for the most part, again, with all of these, it is the same thing. It's really more about just keeping your lines nice and tidy. Don't slide too much. Don't give it too much throttle. Just enough to make the car do what you want it to do. And looks like we have about 2 minutes left on this. I'm going to do one quick run where we look at the Joker lap. Haven't quite covered that here yet. Yeah, this guy does not have a clue. So I think you could potentially take this in second as well. So you come around here and normally you would stay right. This is the Joker, it is paved. And you don't want to come in here too hard because you've got a left-hander and then right back out right on the dirt. And you want to take that without going too fast. Otherwise, you're going to slide way out to the left, and that was at one point really fast because it was not dirt.
39.625.
But it has since been redone in dirt and is now very slippery, and you will basically just not get any traction. So that's the Joker lap. So second gear around here is going to allow you to stay really tight. And if you do that, that's really the quick way around.
39.129.
That wasn't great. That's not great. That's horrible. We're over. And we're dead.
You got wheel damage.
So there you go. There is the IRX Phoenix Rallycross course with a quick practice session just to see how we would do. And they're just on time. We have the qualifying. So looks like our best time so far is a 38.6, which is good for first place in this practice session. And I'm going to click over to the race and we're going to convert this into a race session. So with that, flip right over, like, subscribe, and support the channel. And I will catch you in the race. Have a good one.